I have another little quick one here. I had previously, which I've added and I've started, a playlist here of geometry. And a while ago, I had found a geometrical proof of where the compass and square symbol came from. And as I stated in that video, my interests are purely of geometry related things. I don't know much about the doctrines and the other matters of things. I'm just here to share my geometrical findings. And so you can see here that this is the compass and square symbol. And I have found now a second way, a second geometrical proof, you might say. So if you're interested, you can go check one of my earlier videos in my playlist, in the geometry playlist, and you will find how I found geometrical proof that the compass and square is actually derived from actual geometry. And basically that other version comes from a particular arrangement of 10 circles. And this one is similar, but it is a bit different at the same time. And so this is what this video is about. So now that I've shown you this one, I'll give a brief little walkthrough on how I found it. And touching back with my last video, I was saying how just this simple configuration led me to finding a few other geometrical finds. So I continued this into this format. As you can see there's that, there's the rest of those ones that I was talking about, and they are in this configuration here. And so I didn't fill it in here, but the square in here is basically in there. Up to that corner there. And if you draw a circle around that square, which almost fit on this piece of paper, I'm just missing the two edges there. The top of that circle from there, and then if you draw a line on the sides of that circle, that circle, that circle, you get that vertical. Same on the other side. And so in here is the one square here, the top left square, and the top right square. And the bottom of those, that line there, and where that vertical on the edge of that circle goes all the way down, where those two intersect, gives you that point, and one on the other side on that point. So from there, on the top of that circle, to that point, top of that circle, to that point, that gives you a 47-degree angle. The square rests in the bottom of the upper middle circle. And from there, you draw 45, connected to that edge of the circle, connected to that edge of the circle. And to give you its how far it extends to, you draw a line from the top of that middle circle to the corner of that left square, to the corner of the right square in there. So from there to there, there to there, and that gives you the extension of where the square goes to. And that's similar to my other one. This looks like almost identical to the actual symbol, where the square sits a bit below the 47. And similar to the last one also, if you take your compass like that, and then draw that arc pivoting off this point here, pivoting off the corner of the square, it'll give you that reference point, it'll give you that reference point there. And from those 2 points, if you connect this back to the top of the circle, that'll give you a 22 degree angle, which I've done in green there. So that's how I found a second version now of a geometrical proof of the authenticity of the compass and square symbol. So it actually does come from geometry. I mean, after all, these are geometrical tools. A compass and a square are two of the most important tools that you will need for geometry. I just thought I'd share that one. Today being the 2nd of March, and I figured, hey, here's one with a 22 in there. So there's the 22 degrees, there's the 47, and there's the 90. And to give you a quick little zoom out there, how I found it. So basically you need that configuration, and using, in this case I've used the upper 3 here to illustrate this, and that's how I found it, because you do need to go to one of the outer edges of the circle, right? And you take away all that other information, and you get to that. The compass in the square, with the addition of the 22 degree triangle. And as I was just showing you, to find those 2 reference points, you actually need to use the corner of the square and describe your arc. So anyway, for anybody there who's interested in some updated lodge symbols or something like this, well, you're welcome to use this. This is, after all, this is derived from geometry, and that's what I'm interested in. And I think that's it for this one.